your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a very good Thursday evening to you all. Once again, I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking another chance of showers and thunderstorms through tonight and through the day tomorrow as well. And unfortunately, it looks like the chances for rain are going to continue well into next week as well. But as we take a live look at downtown Utica right now, we do have a mix of sun and clouds. Of course, it's getting a little bit grayer with that chance of showers moving our way. Temperature right now, a little bit warmer than we expected it to be today. 72 out there right now. East-southeasterly winds at 13 miles an hour. And those winds will continue to remain up as we head through the overnight hours and through the day tomorrow. And of course, we are now in the month of May. As of today, it's officially May 1st. And today's sunrise was at 5:57. Sunset tonight will be at 8:05. But by the time we get toward the end of the month, sunrise is just before 5:30 a.m. and sunset well after 8:30 p.m. So we gain an hour and 1 minute of daylight between now and the end of the month. We also make 10 degrees temperature-wise in terms of headway for both the average high temperature and the average low. 64 and 42, the average high and low, respectively. At the beginning of the month, we go to 74 and 52 by the time we get toward the 31st. As far as temperatures out there right now are concerned, we do have temperatures above average, 72 as I mentioned in downtown Utica right now, and 75 in Oneonta. But as you go off toward the west, the cool spot right now is Rochester, 55, and that's because not only do they have clouds there, but they also have a northeasterly wind coming off of Lake Ontario, whereas here across our area we're seeing winds right now between 5 and 15 miles an hour, so it's a little bit breezy, but those winds are out of the southeast, which is a warmer wind direction for us. We are also seeing that chance of rain moving in to the I-81 corridor, so portions of Onondaga, Oswego County should be entering western portions of our viewing area within the next hour or two, and then we'll see that chance of showers continuing through at least midnight tonight. And that's because we have a cold front moving in from the west. And you'll notice here there are a couple of areas across Ohio and Pennsylvania that are seeing a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings. I don't think anything severe will occur here with that. There might be a rumble of thunder or two, but the better chance of that comes during the day tomorrow. You'll notice that during the overnight hours and into tomorrow, there could be a moderate to heavy downpour or two. And then as we head through the afternoon, we'll see a mix of sun and clouds. And through the late afternoon, early evening, we'll see a chance of thunderstorms moving our way with that cold front. And as you might expect, it will be a lot cooler as we head through Saturday. So 74 tomorrow with the chance of thunderstorms, otherwise a mix of sun and clouds. And then it's cool, wet, and raw for Saturday, 55 to 60. More rain heading our way for Sunday as well, 61. And then Monday is Cinco de Mayo, and it looks like we should be right where we should be for this time of year, 64. And then we will have temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s for both Tuesday and Wednesday.
Thank you so much for the weather update, Jordan.
Absolutely.
Coming up next on...
Is brought to you by Nye Automotive Group. Come see why it's gotta be Nye. Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a very good Thursday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking some more isolated or scattered severe thunderstorms that could be with us again during the day tomorrow. But before we get to that, we do have a relatively mild night here in central New York, as is the case right now in downtown Utica. Still, even as of going on 10:22 this evening, 61 degrees thanks to that east-northeasterly wind at 10 miles an hour. And we will see some showers returning before we get to that, though. Let's talk about Tuesday's storm system and whether or not it was a derecho. And this is the definition of it here. And we did have several wind gusts of 58 miles an hour or greater, so that's the criteria for a severe thunderstorm. And there were also several observed wind gusts of Category 1 hurricane strength or higher, 75 miles an hour, one of those being at Griffiths International Airport in Rome. But we did not have more than 400 miles of damage. We only had about 240, 250 miles of it stretching from Buffalo to Hamilton County. And we also didn't have any radar indicated bow echoes or potential rotation being detected within the thunderstorms. We do run the risk of severe thunderstorms once again during the day tomorrow, most of that being from the Mohawk Valley points to the south. But it is just a marginal risk from the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma. Back on Tuesday, you may remember it was in the slight or enhanced category. We're just looking at isolated or scattered severe thunderstorms late morning into the early afternoon tomorrow. The greatest risk once again being some high wind, although some small to medium-sized hail may not be ruled out, and there could be some heavy rain at times, but I don't think we'll see any flooding. Currently, right now, again, 61 degrees in downtown Utica. Same thing in Oneonta. We have a lot of 66s ranging from Cooperstown to Sherburne, same thing over in Hamilton, and temperatures area-wide are in the 60s right now. They'll get down into the 50s eventually, but still a relatively mild night. That's because of the southeasterly winds that we had, and they're fairly light, anywhere from about 3 to 10, maybe 15 miles an hour. And that's the case across most of upstate New York right now, Pennsylvania and Vermont too, some light winds. Again, the radar is dry for the most part, with the exception of areas up in Lewis County and off toward the east as well, but there's more where that came from. As we take a look off toward the west, we do have an area of low pressure tracking up through the Great Lakes and now into southern Canada. With that, we do have a cold front attached to that, and that's what's going to trigger the chance for showers and maybe a heavier thunderstorm or two, not late tonight, but once again during the day tomorrow. So we'll have a lot of clouds tonight, and then that rain continuing. And when you wake up tomorrow morning, it'll be mainly dry. It's once we get through the early to mid-afternoon that we do have the chance for showers and thunderstorms once again returning to the area, and rain will be with us once again during the day on Saturday. 55 overnight tonight with again that chance of rain continuing, and 74 for tomorrow. That's about 10 degrees above average for this time of year. It gets even wetter as we head through the weekend, and cooler as well behind the cold front. Temperatures in the upper 50s and lower 60s, and then to start next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll have temperatures in the middle and upper 60s, so seasonably mild for this time of year, but several chances for showers as well.
Definitely looks like it's going to be a much better week moving forward in terms of weather after we get through some of that rain.
Absolutely. It looks like some of those April showers are now lingering into May, unfortunately, though.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Jordan. The Buffalo Bills added
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a good Thursday evening to you all. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking another threat for showers and thunderstorms not only tonight but through the day tomorrow as well. Let's take a live look right now at downtown Utica, where it's still fairly mild even as of almost 11:11 this evening. 62 degrees, the wind out of the east at 7 miles an hour, and that's what's going to keep the temperature in the 50s during the overnight hours. And the question has been over the last 48 hours whether Tuesday's storm was considered a derecho, and although it did produce a lot of damage, it technically doesn't qualify as one, because even though we had a wide swath of 58+ mile an hour wind gusts, that's what you need for a severe thunderstorm, we also had several gusts observed of 75 miles an hour or higher. One of those was in Rome at 6 p.m. on Tuesday. We did not have 400 miles or more of damage. We only had about 240, 250 miles of that. We did not have any radar indicated bow echoes, which could have indicated potential rotation in the storm. But nonetheless, still a severe storm on Tuesday, and we do run the risk of severe storms tomorrow, although as opposed to Tuesday when we had an enhanced or even a slight risk of severe weather, tomorrow it's only a marginal risk, running from the Thruway corridor down toward the south, all of Oneida County included in that as well. The greatest risk is from high wind. That could be 40 to 50 miles an hour at times, maybe even greater in any of those storms. Still 62 degrees in downtown Utica, and temperatures up toward the north are in the middle and upper 50s. As you head down toward the south and west, with the exception of Syracuse, temperatures are into the lower and middle 60s, and those winds continue to be light, although they are out of the south and southeast for most of us, and that's the reason why temperatures are going to be kept up during the overnight hours, that along with the clouds and the rain. But as you head up toward the north, it's more of a northeasterly wind direction, and that's what's going to keep it cooler there. Again, we have light rain across most of our area right now, a little bit heavier off toward the east and a little bit heavier off toward the south. Sherburne experiencing some heavier rain, and as you look off toward the west, there's more where that came from, and that will continue to head off toward the east as an area of low pressure traveling from the Great Lakes up into southern Canada continues to move up into Quebec, and that's what will drag the cold front with it. So temperatures during the day tomorrow will be in the 60s and 70s, but then we'll have that risk for showers and even a heavier thunderstorm or two. Again, some of those could be severe, mainly between noon and about 4 p.m. and really anywhere that could be, especially from the Thruway down toward the south, and then it's cooler as we head towards Saturday. 55 overnight tonight, and that'll be actually maybe even a little bit warmer than it will be on Saturday. 74 for tomorrow, with again isolated or scattered severe thunderstorms possible. We'll still have rain as we go through Saturday and Sunday as well, so both weekend days looking pretty wet out there, close to a washout. Temperatures both weekend days upper 50s to lower 60s, but as we go through Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, temperatures a little bit above average, middle and upper 60s, but that does come with some shower chances, Dorian.
Yeah, it definitely looks like the type of weekend where we might have to be inside a little bit, but it's a good thing Thunderbolts comes out this weekend, so I'll definitely be in.
I was just going to say, I hope you find a good movie to watch watch or a good book to read. So there you go. It sounds like you know what you're doing with your weekend.
Oh, most definitely. Thank you so much, Jordan. Next on Eyewitness News, the sheriff